Welcome to the final part of Lion King. We are in the only level of the game that is not accurate with the movie at all. Be prepared, which is pretty much Scar's hideout. Even though Simba at one point never goes in here at all, we're somehow here for some reason. And it is without a doubt the hardest level in the whole game. You got your water drop, you got your like lava drops, you got geysers, you got bats you could barely see, you got leopards, you got hyenas which you can't throw but you can't pounce on. Everything about this level is just difficult in every single way.
Does he state that?
Yeah, he's kind of saluting, like, yeah, I did my service. The one good thing about hyenas, though, is that they're always panting because, you know, Scar is kind of a bad ruler, doesn't feed his subjects. So they're kind of panting, so if you can surprise them, you can sort of jump on them and just, like, you know, like, pounce them. Or you can just kind of smack them. They don't really, like, jump at you. They sometimes do, but, you know, they're weaker than when you're a kid because you're an adult now. You can easily take out hyenas.
Even though they are as strong as them.
In nature, hyenas,
like,
yeah, they're stronger.
Yeah.
They're as strong as lions. But, you know, in the movie, they're kind of downgraded. It's called the Lion King, not the Hyena King. But, what really irks me about this level is, like I said, every other level we've seen in this game has been canon in some way. Like the first level, you know, that was when Simba was a kid. Second level, that was a song level. The third one, that was the elephant graveyard with the hyenas. The fourth one, Stampede, iconic. Fifth level, that was Simba when he was exiled running away from the hyenas. Sixth one, Hakuna Matata, very famous part of the game. 7, when he became an adult and realized he has to man up. This level, where was this in the movie? Not at all. There's another path you could take, but it's pointless because you miss a checkpoint, and by God, do you need a checkpoint in this level?
I can barely see the platform he's standing on.
Yeah, and what's worse, if you get hit by a bat, there is a bit of knockback, and you probably will fall in the lava.
Oh, that's stupid.
It literally looks like I am Jesus the Lion. Watch as I walk on lava.
But if you notice there, I have to outrun this platform and beat those enemies.
Oh my
so
God.
I can catch up to it. And there's some bats.
Well, I can see the platform now. That looks like a shadow.
It does.
When you were standing on it, it looked like a shadow, not like the tip of a platform.
That's
Not long enough, not worth the Raiders March.
Is that what's it called?
It's the name in the famous Indiana Jones song. It's called the Raiders March.
Huh.
Simba's long body kind of makes some platforming hard, because I didn't even see that. Jeez.
God.
What you don't see is roasting.
I love how he just rolls over saying, "Yeah, bored."
I'm drunk. You don't have an excuse.
I have no thumbs. I'll see you with your excuse. You missed that one up.
I did all.
I don't need that one up. I have 5 lives. There's that pounce move I was talking about. Takes care of them really nicely. But if you don't know about that, you'll probably paw at them and then miss your ride. If you miss your ride, that's it. I don't think you can get it back. You have to kill yourself at that point.
That's stupid.
I cut out a good bit of deaths in this level, and again, that boulder, your body is so long, it does kill you in one hit if it even love taps you.
Well, if it does catch your tail, it kind of drags the rest of you in.
I guess, but I don't think that's the logic they were going for. At least this time the bats didn't surprise get me. We're almost at the end of it, but I
am
make
so
this look a
happy
bit
that that platform. Yeah, I'm so glad that platform does not sink in after a while.
Most platforms in platformers do.
Exactly. I'm glad
Let's
it
be
didn't
thankful that
there.
doesn't. Now, this is probably the worst part of the level. What you have to do here is a simple waiting game. You have to stand on a geyser that is not erupting, get to a safe spot, and you'll probably be hit by a boulder if you don't. You have to keep doing this until the last one over to the left is covered up, so you can ride that and beat the level. There is no indication you need to do this at all. This is all. Let's see that cracked wall to the left. If I had a bomb of some sorts, that looked bombable, but no, I'm just a lion. And because Simba's body is so long, they'll sometimes be standing on a safe point, and just by a little inch, a rock will hit you. And there's no way to heal at this point. So you pretty
looks
much
like-
be nearly precise. Yeah, see right there.
Yeah.
It looks like they're trying to barbecue him.
It's not erupting. I have to stand on one that isn't
I
erupting.
mean when it's just about to. It looks like we're having roasted Simba tonight.
Once one of them is clogged, you can pretty much just keep standing on that one and you'll be good. Downside was, I was a bit hasty there. And that, for some reason, killed...
What even happened?
I hit the falling stalagmite,
Wow.
and that killed me in one hit, so I have to pretty much do it all over
killed
again.
someone in one hit.
You didn't even see a stalactite. It just looked like
I saw it. I saw it.
it looked like he just randomly fell over.
Yeah, that's a bullshit level. And now we're in level 9, Simba's Return. This level
Oh
can
God,
this can be the hardest if you don't know where you need to go. You have to beat a hyena to be able to get through the next door, and this is a bit of a maze. So if you don't know where you're going, you are going to be lost, and there are doors that take you to the beginning. Thankfully, I've played this game before, so I know which way to go.
I hate door puzzles.
It's thankfully not that bad, and because look at this, I'm just plowing through these hyenas. They're not that tough.
Cheetahs were harder to deal with.
Kind
And Simba
of.
here, yeah. And Simba here is just like, just whacking shite. He's like, get back! And he's like, yes, sir.
So again, these hyenas may not be that hard. Most of the times you might not want to have to fight all of them because you just want to get to the next room, but no, you have to beat them all. And there's not that much health regeneration throughout this level either. There was only that one in that break room. And this one here is really badly positioned. Yeah, you have to pretty much lure him to get out of the way so you can climb up. Believe it or not, though, we're almost at the end of the level. We have to go in this one last room here that's filled with 4 hyenas and no other door. Naturally, if you see this room, you will be at low health and think, I need to get the hell out of here. But this is actually the last room in the game. Not the game, this level. You have to beat all of them, and now suddenly we're at the final level. Alright, so final level, we have to go... Oh, hi, Scar.
So did Simba learn how to do instant transmission or something?
Yeah.
I guess. Now, there's something I have to describe a bit with Scar. The way you're supposed to fight him is you have to smack him naturally, and that smack doesn't do any amount of damage. You have to basically wait for him to pant. And like I said before, you have to throw him. And throwing they do not teach you at all how to do in this game. If you execute the throw wrong, he will counter throw you, and that will kill you in one hit. And there are no checkpoints at all in this stage. So the easier way to do it is to jump on top of his face and then just claw the shit out of him.
Why was there fire?
Because the whole place is on fire and there's lightning, just like it was in the movie.
It's been a while since I've seen that one.
It has been a long time for me as
Yeah.
well. But then, I wasn't the biggest fan, so meh.
So-
I'm not saying it's a bad film.
And I don't remember Simba being that acrobatic.
Well, now
I
he
think
is.
lions can be that acrobatic. I think in real life, the male lions are the lazy ones.
Yeah, and the women do all the hunting.
Somewhat, yeah.
Alright, so up here is Scar round 2. Other than the fact that he has that throw that can insta-kill you, he doesn't really have much. Yeah, he'll claw at you, he'll sometimes jump at you. Other than that, he doesn't have much.
I love how Simba's just beating the hell out of him.
It literally looks like that one of those old cartoon comedy fights where it literally just looks like where they're just looking away from each other, just waving their arms about, trying to slap each other.
You didn't get the health.
I wanted to at least beat these couple enemies before I get that, because that's the only health regen left in this level. Actually, something I did forget to mention. The scarabs that are just plain white, plain yellow, only heal 4 units of health. This one I just grabbed heals all of it. So really, not big of a difference, because your main health is either 4 or 6. So it's not much of a big of a difference, really. Unless you have the full HP bar and you only have 1 left. But it's still, it's still you're regaining health.
Don't die though.
I don't think I die at all yet in this
Okay.
level. The lightning here is sort of a trigger. It depends on where you stand. Like if you stand on this middle platform, lightning just wants to. You can't touch. You can't stand in the fire at all.
Well, there, it's fire. It's kind of deadly.
I'm literally
What do you
surrounded by
do now?
fire except on this platform. But going on that one gets rid of that fire, and going on here gets rid of the fire up here. It's really
That's logic.
it's trigger fire. Depending on where you stand is where it is. It doesn't go away at all. It only goes away depending on where you're standing.
Because that makes sense.
Oh, it's no, actually it's not helpful at all. Yeah, what the hell am I saying? We climb up here, and now it's the final time we have to face Scar. Now, if you remember the movie, the way to beat him is to throw him off the cliff. So at this point, I generally weaken him with the jump claws about 4 times, and he'll do nothing but pant uncontrollably. It's at that point where you have to throw him off either side, and that's it. You win the game. It's about right here, actually.
Yeah, Bob.
Literally, it looks like he just disappeared.
I threw him off the wrong side. You're supposed to throw him off the other side. Funnily enough, if you jump off that end yourself, you don't die. You just go to the previous part of the level.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You don't die, you just go back to the level and I win.
It's sort of funny.
That's what happened. Because that's what happened in the movie, I guess.
Well, actually, when he threw him off, he did land on solid ground, and then most likely the hyenas just ate him to death, and they all burned, and now we're just cleaning up the remains.
By roaring.
He doesn't really do much else. We don't even see anyone like Nala or Pumbaa and any of our friends supposed to help us here or here. This is literally just the same clip taken from after the first level.
That's the title screen.
Yeah. So all we know, we were Mufasa the entire time from the dead. Dude,
It does look angelic. He does look angelic in that picture. So it's like, so he just comes back and just beats the crap out of everyone. That's what you get for killing me.
and then he becomes Darth Vader.
Oh God.
They had the same voice actor.
Really?
Yeah, James Earl Jones. He voiced Mufasa and Darth Vader.
Oh, you mean?
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
I didn't even hear that voice clip.
Everything the light touches is our kingdom.
It's supposed to be symbolic because where the hyenas all hang out is a place where the light doesn't touch. But anyway, that was Lion King on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System.
I'm actually surprised that they're showing the end credits, because back in the day they didn't really do that, unless that was only during the NES time.
What?
They showed end credits.
Every single Mega Man game had end credits, for an example.
It wasn't just scrolling text, though. Is that what you're referring to? That this is just scrolling text?
Yeah.
Mega Man 2 onwards had scrolling text. It was Mega Man 1 that had a different one.
Or
This was 94, right? This was 94.
94. This is literally the same year the movie came out.
Yeah, Cat. The Mega Drive / Genesis had been out for 5 years at this point.
Alright.
Sonic 1 had been out for 3, and Sonic 1 had a credit sequence.
Alright. Sorry, no, I'm more thinking like some of the reasons the NES games popped in my head and how most of them didn't credit.
They did credits a lot, they just had to do nicknames.
Yeah.
They were. But they were gonna say B-Slave?
Alright, now, I just want to say this. Lion King was a really weird game. Like, it was one point where I rewatched Lionhead, and I'm like, damn, I remember how much I loved this movie. And I don't want to go too much into it, because I don't want to be too sentimental, but, like, this is a good game, minus the incredibly hard difficulty. I don't know how any kid would have beaten this back in the day. Especially because it has those 2 jerk moments you are never taught. Other than that, I really love the way the animation is done in the sprites. The soundtrack is almost on par with the movie, which is a great soundtrack. I mean, even this ending song, I don't know, they picked up Can You Feel the Love Tonight? I don't know, that one rewards besides, Circle of Life and other stuff, but, what did you guys think?
That was a nice little charming game.
Yeah. Well, that's I've not got much to say. It was pretty good, yeah.
I remember initially recording this at the time. We were like, okay, we have a lot of Mega Man and Sonic. What else can we have? And I'm just like, Lion King. Why not?